of victory, I am blessed. Okay. Psalm 42. Oh, I like that one. Here we see David. He's running from his son Absalom in this psalm. Also Psalm 3. Many are they who are increased against me. Many say there is no help for him in God. But thou, O Lord, art a shield for me, the glory and the lifter of my head, and you know that. So here he is running from Absalom, his son. Absalom was one of his favorite sons. They said he was beautiful. He had such thick hair that he only cut it once a year. He was beautiful. He was gorgeous. Absalom had a sister named Tamar. It was his sister, and he loved her so much. And his half-brother Amnon raped Tamar. And Absalom held a grudge against Amnon because of that. And he decided he would kill him. So he waited 2 full years, and then he had a party of sheep shearing, and he invited King David to come, and David wouldn't come, and he says, you just go ahead. So he invited all his brothers. And he told the men, he says, when Amnon gets drunk, kill him. Kill him, revenge. And so they killed him, and they ran to David, and they said, David, all your sons have been killed by Absalom. And then another man came, said, no, it was only one. And so Absalom fled. But he came back. When David allowed him to come back, he loved him so much. But he started betraying David. He started taking David's people, and he would sit at the gate, and he would tell him, I will tell you what to do. He raised a monument unto himself. He stole the hearts of the people away from David. He betrayed his father. He took what God had given his father, and he was stealing it gradually, day by day, by day by day. He was stealing his father's inheritance. And then it came the day when he wanted the whole kingdom. And he ran David away from the palace. And he started chasing David. And this is where David is right now. He's at this place, and David is crying out to his God. He says, as the deer panteth after the water brooks, so my soul panteth after thee, O God. He was crying out. He was hurt by his son. He felt all alone. He said, my soul thirsts for the living God. When shall I come and appear before God? And he said, my tears have been my meat day and night, while they continually say unto me, where is your God? Where is your God? Have you been to that place? Oh, you go to church, but you're sick. You go to church, why are you going through these things? He said, when I remember these things, I pour out my soul within me. I used to go to the multitude of God's house, the victory that he had in his house. Remember when came and he brought the ark home, and he was dancing with all his might, and his wife Michal looked out of the window, and she despised him because he was offering praise unto his God. And the Bible says she was barren because of that. Don't let anybody despise your praise and worship. You go for it. If you got to dance, you dance. If you got to shout, you shout. If you got to run, you run. Whatever it takes, whatever it takes. I remember many years ago, I used to dance, and I'd twirl around with all my might when the Spirit of God would hit me. And one day my mother said, you're too old to do that. Don't do that anymore. And I thought,